Hello and welcome. How are you today? Thank you so much for being here, for sharing in this incredible conversation, for the support, for the love, and um, for the friendship. Thank you, friends, for being here, for supporting this community, for sharing some of our lives together. How nice. How nice. Um, Mark Nepo's newest book is I think it's titled You Don't Have to Do It Alone. I don't have it in front of me, although I do have it. I have a signed copy, which is nice. Um, he has a doctor's signature. But You Don't Have to Do It Alone, I believe is the title, and it's all about friendship. The book is all about friendship, and I've yet to get into the book. He's actually doing interviews on and discussing it a little bit. Right now, he's recovering from surgery. Honestly, he had to have another surgery. He's recovering from that at the moment. But um, his newest book is about friendship, and he talks in this book about the opportunity to be real friends on a level that of non-judgmental. But he further goes into the conversation about our friendship with ourself, our own friendship, which, I love because that's what this is really all about, our relationship with ourselves. That's what this conversation is and has been for the past 6 years with these daily conversations about our relationship with ourselves. So I'm excited to hear him talk more about it and more so go into that book. And there's also guidelines to make that a group. So I'm considering holding a little bit of space for that when the time comes. But right now, we are here having these conversations uh, this year about being present for our own lives. So let's just take a moment and slow everything down. Let me slow down my pace. Let me slow down some of the stimulation. Release a layer or two of stress, right? Little lavender essential oil. And you get the shoulders away from my ears, perhaps, and let them drop down and back, creating more space for that breath, feeling that breath come in and nourish my body. And just like that, I am more relaxed and I am more present. Just like that. So all we've got to do is pause throughout the day. And this will help keep us not so wound up so tightly. There's an immense amount of stress in our world right now. And this is an important conversation to have. And if we can consciously add in a couple pauses throughout the day, it will improve not only our health and other things, but our overall experience of life. So I'm saying I'm an advocate for it. The Book of Awakening is the book that we are, nearing the end of already. Look, here we are. This has already been read, and this is our little bit left. I mean, this week will be October, so what? October, November, December, 3 months left. of this amazing conversation. The Book of Awakening by Mark NEPO, New York Times best-selling book, described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. And the message we are offered today, this day number 2072, is titled Consider, Consider, Consider or Enter. Consider or enter. Consider or enter. If you try to comprehend air before breathing it, you will die. We can only consider things so long. After a while, all the information, all the options and opinions will begin to weigh us down. We can only consider things so long. After a while, all the information, all the options and opinions will begin to weigh us down. After our deeper eyes have seen the situation, all the well-meaning voices telling us what we should or shouldn't do will start to feel like strings we can't cut through. This was poor Hamlet's fate. He overthought his life away. He overconsidered which way to go until he felt stalled and oppressed by just being in the world. It is natural enough to be cautious and thoughtful, especially when faced with important decisions. But often the only way to know what awaits us is to live it. This brings to mind the revelation that came upon a Hindu sage centuries ago. One day, in the middle of their morning prayers, the sage suddenly rose and ushered his students away from the monastery. He rushed about them and shooed them back into life like little ducks, proclaiming that the day is to be experienced, not understood. Oh, there was something we read not too long ago. It was talking about, darn, what message was that? We're talking about there's two different ways to learn. There it is. Who we are and what we know. Earlier this month, a few weeks ago, it talked about how it seems we all learn in two different ongoing ways. It talks about how when experience is our teacher, we learn from the experience of something. And then it talks about understanding as a teacher. So, like going through the yoga therapy training gave me the understanding as the teacher, but my practices are experience. And there's two completely different learning styles. I can't say either are more important, but very, very different. And I'm sure that you can think of options as well when you learn something through understanding and then we learn something through experience. So the message today is saying that our days are meant to be experienced, not understood, is what it says. The day is to be experienced, not understood. We consider things so long. I don't know about you, but when I've gotten hung up in that, it gets so muddy. I can't even think straight anymore. I don't know what was yes or what was no. It gets to be so yes. I overthink. I still recognize this, and I recognize it, and that's beautiful because that's the when I can work with it, which is great because you can change and it's beautiful to recognize it as soon as I do. And that's where I congratulate myself for recognizing it instead of beating myself up for there you go again. You know, but it gets unclear. It starts to get very unclear. And then it's like, if I think about it so much, I can't even tell. I've gone through things so many times, I don't even remember the feeling of intuition because there's been so much brain work involved in it. I think what's her name? Amy Eliza Wong talks about um, feel it out. Don't figure it out. How does it feel? How does it feel? What an interesting message. The meditative exercise that we are offered today asks us to center ourselves while holding a glass of water and an empty cup. So, center ourselves, hold a glass of water and an empty cup. Consider the choices that await you while pouring one cup to the other. One cup to the other. One cup to the other. And when you get tired of the pouring, breathe deeply and drink the water. And now enter your life and quit juggling this stuff, eh? Now enter your life. Mm. Woo! When you get tired of pouring, just breathe deeply and drink the water. Now, into your life. Boy, is that a good example of overthinking. When it's gone, you just go. If you try to comprehend air before breathing it, you will die. We do not need to, I don't think, for me anyway, I don't need to know a lot. I don't need to know how. I don't even need to know why. I do want to know where to put my energy. Um, but I've let a lot of that go, which is beautiful. Awesome. Woo! If you try to comprehend air before breathing it, you will die. Reminds me of that poem by Sapphire Rose, right? That she let go about all of the decisions and let's see if I even have that. See. Here we go. Yeah, I think I'll read this, okay? She let go. She let go by Sapphire Rose. She let go. She let go without a thought or a word. She let go. She let go of the fear. She let go of the judgments. She let go of the confluence of opinions forming around her head. She let go of the committee of indecision within her. She let go of all the right reasons, wholly and completely, without hesitation or worry. She just let go. She didn't ask anyone for advice. She didn't read a book on how to let go. She didn't search the scriptures. She just let go. She let go of all the memories that held her back. She let go of all the anxiety that kept her from moving forward. She let go of the planning and all of the calculations about how to do it just right. She didn't promise to let go. She didn't journal about it. She didn't write the projected date in her day timer. She made no public announcement and put no ad in the paper. She didn't check the weather report or read her daily horoscope. She just let go. She didn't analyze whether she should let go. She didn't call her friends to discuss the matter. She didn't do a 5-step spiritual mind treatment. She didn't call the prayer line. She didn't utter one word. She just let go. No one was around when it happened. There was no applause or congratulations. No one thanked her or praised her. No one noticed a thing. Like a leaf falling from a tree, you just let go. There was no effort. There was no struggle. It wasn't good and it wasn't bad. It was what it was. And it is just that. In the space of letting go, you let it all be. A small smile came over her face. A light breeze blew through her. And the sun and the moon shone forevermore. That is She Let Go by Sapphire Rose, and her website is sapphire-rose.com, where you can find that version, her correct version of that poem, because there are a lot of them have circulated that are not the actual words, and that one is the correct version. But she was a guest speaker for Zenful Conversations. If you missed that episode and would like to see that conversation replay, please let me know and I'll send it to you. Zenfulconversations.com. In gratitude, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.